camera fell again. Do you like the pink for this fabric or the white for this fabric? That was not correct, so now I have the seam rip again. Here we are, only 2 weeks left. Like look how this turned out. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Ashlyn and I'm the owner of Rainstorm Joy, and today we are going to just try a new product, which is going to be a pencil pouch. I talked about this in my last video, I'm pretty sure, or the one before that, because I filmed 2 videos in one day, so it's kind of mixed up now. But either way, I said that we were going to try a new product, and that's why we went fabric shopping for pencil pouches. I do still need a bulk prep for my market because I think you're slowly going down. My tripod has been doing this thing where it just slowly goes down. Anyways, so if it's moving, that's why. But anyway, I still need a bulk prep for my market, which is in 2 weeks, and I have no idea how that happened because when I applied for this market and when I got my acceptance letter or whatever, it was about a month away, and now it's only 2 weeks away, and I have literally nothing prepared. But I'm not going to do bulk prepping today simply because I don't know, don't want to. I mean, I am, but I'm not going to record it. We'll record it at some point, but not today because I really need to get that done. But I still wanted to make a video, so we're doing the pencil pouch. But let me show you what I do have ready for the bulk prep whenever that happens, if I film it. I don't know, we'll see. I have my pen holders over here. Right now I have 36 ready to go. And then I have 3 of each Bible sleeve that I offer. I'm going to try to do that. The Bible sleeve is definitely going to take a while, especially the ones with ruffles, because it just adds a little extra time. And then the quilting is going to take a while. So I just need to make sure I actually have time to get this done, because I was so ready to make this market season better than the last, where I wasn't just preparing things in the last 2 weeks before the market. But here we are, only 2 weeks left, like literally only 2 weeks left, and I have literally nothing ready. So I will get to that, but I really want to introduce these pencil pouches so I can also take that to the market. So that's what we're gonna do today. Let's get into it. But first, if you have noticed this is new to my workspace. If you've seen any of my other videos, isn't it so cute and colorful? It's just like, you know, the months. But I wanted to add like a big schedule, like a big calendar, so I could see what's going on like the entire year, because I want to be prepared better than I am now for like my markets and things. And then I want to also see when certain events are happening, so I know to save a certain amount of money for that. But anyways, so that's why I have that up there, and I think it's so cute and I'm so excited. I really want to get better at scheduling and planning. That is something that I am working towards in my personal life and in my business life. So we'll see about it, but let's get started. Okay guys, I'm sorry. I know I keep saying let's get started, but I keep remembering that I want to show you something else. So really quickly, I'm going to show you these fabric combinations that I have for my pencil pouches. We're only going to make one today, and since I've never made a pencil pouch before, we're actually going to use fabric that I'm not too worried about wasting. But these fabrics that I'm about to show you are the actual fabrics that I want to use. And if you watched my fabric video, my last vlog where we went fabric shopping, you've already seen some of these fabrics, but now I have the lining fabric with it, so you can see the full combination. So I'm thinking about pairing these two together. I asked on my TikTok and my short form videos, I asked on my short forms if I should do this or if I should do this combination, and a lot of people said the pink. So I guess I'm just going to return this fabric because almost everybody said no to this fabric. Even if I switched it to this one, like, they look good, but most people said pink for both. So I guess I'm just going to do pink for both. Let me know, which one do you think? Do you like the pink for this fabric or the white for this fabric? Or do you like the pink for this fabric or the white for this fabric? By the time this video is up, I probably am just going to do pink because most people said pink, and there's no point in asking if you're not going to listen to people's responses. So I'm probably just going to use pink for both of them, although this one does look good with both of them too. They just give different vibes. So this is going to be a combination for a pencil pouch, and then this is also going to be a combination for a pencil pouch. And now this fabric is a little different than fabric that I usually use. It's going towards more like a teenager maybe, or a younger girl. we're gonna see how this does. But this combination, and then we're doing this one. This one I wasn't like too sure about, but it also does look okay, so we'll see when it all comes together. And then this one is also a little bit different than the other ones just because it's like more dull, but I thought I'd try it just to see, like, have a wider range of what people like. But my business typically does have more vibrant and colorful things. Sometimes I'll add in the moodier and darker things, but it usually is, you know, popping with color. Like this one. And then this one's going to be a pencil pouch and a Bible sleeve, so I got a lot of this fabric, but I think this is going to be so cute. These are pink. For right now, it's showing up purple on the screen. I don't know if it is showing like that when I edit the video, but for right now it looks purple, but they're not. They're pink. But this is going to be a combination. And then I got two new ones. These are going to be like wristlets or something. I don't know. I just thought these are so cute, especially for spring. So this is going to be a wristlet or something. And then this one's going to be a wristlet or something. I don't really know. But it's such a pretty yellow. I don't know if you can see it like accurately, but it is a really pretty yellow. So this is a fabric combination that we're going to try today for my pencil pouches. We're going to do this with this green gingham. And I got these both from Hobby Lobby. I originally got this fabric to make pencil pouches. That's what we're doing now. I originally got this fabric to make pen holders, but then I considered this is like, the print is like too far apart for my small pencil holders, so I just decided not to. But I already, like, I don't know, I kept the fabric for whatever reason instead of returning it. So I have this fabric now that I have not used, so I need to use it. So I'm like, I'm okay with cutting it and seeing what happens, even if it doesn't work, but hopefully it works the first time, obviously. But anyways, there's the combination, and this is what we're gonna work on today. Basically know how to make a pencil pouch. I've never made one before, but it's pretty much the same as how you would make like a keychain wallet or a makeup bag, just minus or add some other steps. It's like the same type of skills and how you make it and arrange it and stuff like that. But I need to figure out how, like, what size to make it, which I don't know because I've not done it before, and I've also not watched a video about how to make it, because I was like I said, I basically know how to make it, but I need to figure out a good size, and I don't want to waste material. But obviously I've never made it before, and it's okay to try things, and if it doesn't work out, it's fine, I guess. So right now I'm just looking at my fabric, trying to determine, will this be a good enough size? And I've seen somebody else make one in their video. It wasn't a tutorial, but I watched them make one in their video, and based off of what they were showing in their video, I think they used around about like 11 by 5.5, but they did like regular seams instead of French seams, and then when they tried French seams it made it look different. So I might add a few more inches, so maybe 12 by 6 or 12 by 6.5. I don't know how this keeps happening, but somehow stink bugs just keep on getting in this room, and I literally don't know how this keeps happening, because I leave the door shut and I don't really open the windows, or even if I do, it has, like, you know, the screen on the window. But anyways, I leave the door shut because I don't want my cats to come in here, because I try to keep their fur elsewhere, you know. But look at this, they're literally like, I don't even understand where they're coming from, and it's not the same one as when I like see them any other day, because I am like, I say to my husband, I was about to say to my Joseph, I say to my Joseph, come get this bug, and he does, and he takes it outside, unless it's the same bug and it's coming back and finding its way back in here. I don't understand where they're hiding or where they're coming from. They're just all up in here. Get out. For my measurements, I decided on 6 by 11. I decided not to do 12 because I was like, I don't think that part of it shrinks, but I really don't know. We'll figure it out as we go along. However, I did forget, I already cut it, and I can just cut another piece. I'll think about that too. But I could just cut another piece, but I forgot before I cut this piece that I was thinking about using flex foam, because if y'all have seen my videos, I've been enjoying flex foam, and I thought that these would be cool with flex foam, but I might just use my Pillon because obviously I want it to have structure, and not that it will be bad with flex foam, but that is more structure than Pillon. So let me know, if you were to get a pencil pouch, would you like it a little more flimsy or like more structure? For example, this is a makeup bag with flex foam in it, and if you can tell, it has some really good backbones, but it's also still squishy and whatever, but it holds up pretty well. So if I were to do a pencil case, it would look like this, but you know, just more like this. But this is what it would look like with flex foam, and then if I were to use Pillon, it'll just be a little more flimsy, but it would still be able to keep its shape. So I can either cut some Pillon and just keep going with this one, or I can cut a new piece and do flex foam. The reason why I would need to cut a new piece is because I've noticed that when I quilt with flex foam, it shrinks a little bit more than what it does when I use Pillon. So let me consider. Also, I need to consider how I'm going to quilt this, because if you watched my book sleeve tutorial video, I used flex foam again for that tutorial, and I noticed that if I quilt with vertical lines opposed to crosshatch, it doesn't shrink as much, but if I use crosshatch, then it does shrink a little bit more. So all these things to consider. Let me think. I'm gonna think in private. I decided that I'm going to do vertical quilting instead of like a crosshatch, and I'm only going to do like 3 vertical lines. I do that sometimes, and it is basically just to help me make sure that this fabric sticks to whatever interfacing that I'm using. I don't use basting spray, so if I don't want to use basting spray but I want to make sure my fabric doesn't move, I'll just do like 3 vertical lines, because it's like a fast quilt and it also still looks good. Anyway, so I'm going to do 3 vertical lines, and I decided that I want to use flex foam because it shouldn't shrink too much with just 3 lines. So that's what I'm gonna do, and again, we'll just see how it turns out.
I could be down, I could be out, but one thing is true, is that my heart will be full as long as I'm with you. Yeah, it's been so long, but it feels brand new, and I can never be blue when it's me and you.
My camera fell again. I hope it's still working. Can you hear me? I mean, it's still recording. There's that. I just don't. Oh, guys. Stop falling, camera. Oh my gosh. I can't. Oh my goodness. I don't even know how it fell. It was literally on the table. Nothing was happening. Ugh. Okay. Are you good? I hope you're good.
That's right. Remember living life 2 of a kind. Remember Simba sitting at the front door of Greenleaf just to greet with a bite. In 2003, we became 3. 2 years more, we became 4. Who could ask for more? Yes, we had love. Yes, we were complete. We had our little house on Holliston Street. Man, life is sweet.
So as I was sewing this, I was thinking about where to insert these, you know, my tab things for. I was trying to think about the step to insert it, and I kept mixing up a makeup bag in a keychain wallet because they're so similar. So I just kept sewing like around this. I just kept sewing, and that's how you make a keychain wallet. So that was not correct, so now I have the seam rip again because y'all didn't see earlier, but I also had a seam rip because the zipper part was just not working out. So now I got a seam rip again. Okay, pay more attention. I only need to sew the 2 sides, not all the way around. Okay, okay. So I am done with the pencil pouch. I will say there are a lot of problems with it, which is so irregular, I guess. Usually, like, I'm not perfect obviously, but usually when I do create something for the first time, it's at least close enough to being good. This one is like completely awful. like look how this turned out. This is way too skinny. This is too tall, and it's obviously not long enough. I don't know what kind of pencil is gonna fit in here, and I don't know how this happened. So I was trying to figure out what can I do to fix this without watching a video, which I might just go look up a video anyway just to speed up the process, because like I said, I need to get to market prepping. But what I think I'm gonna do is, so I think I'm gonna lower this back down to 5.5 inches instead of 6 inches, so that way it won't be so tall, because I don't think it needs to be this tall for a pencil pouch, and then it needs to be like longer obviously. So I think I'm going to change it from 11 inches to 14, no, from 12 inches to 14 inches, and then we'll see what happens there. But then I also used 1.5 inch for my square, and I don't know if that was too big, so I might shrink that down to 1 inch. But I'm literally changing like every dimension to see if that helps, and hopefully it does. But if it doesn't, then I need to still figure out what's wrong, so maybe I should just change like one thing at a time. So this is what it's looking like. It's cute. I'm not gonna sell it. It literally is so messed up, and I forgot to put my label on it anyway, so I guess that's a good thing. But it is, I do like the flex foam. It is so squishy, and I like the structure of it, and I don't know, but I also might try the Pellon, but I do also like the flex foam, so I might try that again, but I don't want to waste my flex foam. But here's what the inside looks like. I mean, it is cute, it's just not at all what I was going for. So I am going to make another one. I don't know if I should do that today or not though, because that took some time for it to not even work out. So if I make another one, I will show you the difference. If not, we'll see. So I decided to try it again, but a little bit different. Not what I said, though. I kept the same measurements, but I only took out 1 inch from the corners this time, and then I tried Pellon just because I didn't want to waste all of my flex foam, and also I knew that the Pellon would sew differently. But then I watched a few videos just try to help myself out a little bit. And then I saw somebody take off the corners a little bit differently, so I was like, I want to try that. And so I tried it, but apparently I tried it wrong. So now it's not boxy at all. And I'm just going to stop sewing though, because I need to go somewhere. But this is what it looks like. And I guess I took the corners off wrong, because it's literally not a box. Even if I flip it right side out, it's still not a box, because these are still going to be French seams, just a little bit different. Apparently I cut them off wrong, which sucks because that means I wasted even more material again. I'm gonna see if there's any way to fix this, or I don't know what happened. But anyway, so this is what we made today, and not at all what I was going for. I will show you the new and improved one whenever that happens, but I need to go. Thanks so much for coming along, and every time you sew, it can't be a success, I guess. You'll make mistakes, it's a part of life, and you'll learn from those mistakes. I learned that these are not good. We will fix it at some other point, but I really need to get other things done. So thanks for watching this video. Thanks for coming. So I'm back. I didn't actually have to leave right then and there. I thought I did. I was waiting on my family. Apparently they weren't here yet, but now they are. So I actually do have to go now, but I had enough time to make another one. This one turned out more like how I was expecting it to and hoping that it would. Even so that I put my logo on it already, because I was like, I know it's gonna be better. And it is. Ta-da! This looks so much better. I still don't like it, but it is so much better. I think I prefer the flex foam now that I actually have it the shape that it's supposed to be. The flex foam will definitely help it keep its structure better. I might make it a little taller. I mean, I know this is a good size for pencils, but it's just not looking the way that I was hoping that it would look. So I still need to work on it like a lot, but guys, here's the first one. Not even the right shape. I don't know how that happened. It's probably because of the 1.5 inch that I took out to box it out. I mean, it's still cute, just not what I wanted. And this one, I just accidentally cut off the edges the wrong way. This one would have probably turned out just like the third one if I didn't cut it wrong. But oh well. And then the third one, which is actually a pencil case finally. But I do still want to fix it because I want it to have more structure, and I don't know, it just still isn't what I want it to be. So I still have to work on that, unfortunately. I've done it 3 times, but it's okay. I think that one is still good to sell. It's just not what I want. So anyways, we'll figure that out later, guys. But finally, thank goodness, I figured it out a little bit more than those 2 awful first ones. Now I actually do have to go. I will see you again later. Bye-bye.